Hey everyone, today I want to talk to you a little more about journaling and how you can benefit from doing it even if you hate it, or even if you've tried and it just hasn't worked for you. So I'm going to give you my top 5 tips on how to journal even if you hate it. Okay, so here's the first thing you want to do, okay? When you think of journaling, it does not have to mean that you have to go out and buy a literal journal. Okay, so here's the thing. There are no actual rules when it comes to journaling, so let go of the judgment. I know, yes, the journals you see in Barnes & Noble are very pretty, but they can be expensive. And frankly, sometimes it's just not what you want lying around the house for anyone to see, right? I get it. So by all means, head to the dollar store, pick up a notebook, right? Or grab a legal pad or a piece of paper. Look around your house and maybe find some index cards. Whatever it is, the point is any paper works. The most important part of this process is that you have something to actually write in. The writing part is what's really important, and here's why. Our brains are plastic, which means through intentional acts, we can change the pathways in our brain. Writing can create a similar state of meditation, believe it or not. It helps to heal and process old wounds and really difficult emotions and clears them out of the mind. However, it takes consistent repetition to change these pathways, which is why it's important to make journaling a habit and not just like a one-time deal. All right, so my second tip is journal in the morning. Studies show that it is best to write first thing in the morning. The morning is when your mind is the most quiet and free from external influences. So do not pick up your phone to check social media. Do not just get up and brush your teeth. I mean, you can, I guess, if you want first, but instead, keep a journaling book and a pen next to your bed. Once you're awake, reach for it and just start writing. Okay, my third tip is that there are no rules in journaling. You don't have to write about what you did every day. You don't have to write about your thoughts and your feelings all the time. You can fill your journal with pictures or doodles or daydreams about being married to Brad Pitt. Me again. The point is, this journal is meant for you. Every day is a different day, full of different emotions and different experiences. So you may decide to draw a picture, or doodle a feeling, or follow a writing prompt, or write a gratitude list. Whatever. Again, it's not about the product, it's about the process. Okay, here's my fourth tip. Try writing a stream of consciousness in your journal. Okay, write about everything and write about nothing. The whole point of this exercise is to create a space that is non-judgmental, where your thoughts just flow. Think of it as transcribing what is in your thoughts without having to edit anything, right? You don't need it to make sense. Don't filter, don't censor your thoughts or feelings. Don't worry about spelling, don't worry about grammar, just keep writing. Here's my best tip, okay? Have fun with journaling. Have fun with it. If you're not enjoying it, take a break. You don't have a moral obligation to fill out every page, and you can always pick it back up again if you want. If you try to punish yourself into keeping a daily journal, then there's no point to it, really. The more you let journaling be a fun way to unwind, the more you'll want to do it. Remember, be patient with yourself during this process, okay? Don't force yourself to think, just write whatever comes to your mind. Even if it doesn't make sense, just write whatever that is. Hope these tips helped. Get to journaling and happy healing.